I'm Aditi Goyal, your GDG on campus lead, and today I have organized this meet to help you guys out on how to redeem your credits and get started with the Google Cloud Gen AI Study Jams. Right, so first of all, could you just let me know if you received an enrollment email? If you did receive it, could you show me a thumbs up or maybe type in your comment box so that I know that how many people have received the enrollment email? You should receive that on your enrolled the registered email ID. That was the one you created using .gdgauh@gmail.com. Do we have someone who did not receive that particular email? Because let me make it clear, you would not be able to proceed without that. You could type it in the chat box in case you did not receive that particular enrollment email. Because
This is my old ID.
and I believe that you had previously used the same ID to complete the another pathway that we did last year.
No,
Am I right?
yeah,
Yes. So there is a possibility that you had some previous earned badges, and that is why your uh, admission was not considered. Like we already mentioned multiple times that in case you have any earned badges or anything, your enrollment would not be considered.
okay,
So I am sorry, Shreyansh, if that's the case, you might not be able to proceed with the GenAI study jams.
okay.
Anyone else who did not receive the email in any case? Received? Okay, Ranish, Kunal. So I think almost all of you must have received the email. Amazing. So I think we could directly just get started with the entire procedure. So I'll now be sharing my screen to show you a small PPT. Is my screen visible? Okay, I think the infinity mirror is there. Yeah. I hope you are able to see my presentation. Could you just someone just open their mic and let me know?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. So, first of all, welcome to all of you, and we have been here today for the GenAI study jams and how could we get started with the entire procedure. So, without taking much of your time, I'll directly jump into on what we are here for today. So, first of all, this is how the interface of your email should look like. You should have received an email from Google Cloud Edu no reply at google.com. If you have received that, then you are on very right path. You can get started with the entire procedure. So congratulations on being shortlisted because we had only 120 seats and we had over 200 registrations for the entire campaign. So yeah, you are one of the lucky ones who were selected for this particular campaign. So how do I begin with this entire GenAI study jumps? So first of all, you need to redeem your credits. If you have read your email carefully, then you could see you have been provided with a particular access codes, and you need to utilize that particular access code in order to redeem your credits, and those credits would be the one that you be using in order to complete your labs throughout this month for the completion of your GenAI pathways. So, number one, redeem your credits. Number two, you have to complete the very first module that you will be able to see in front of you. That is a tour of Google Cloud hands-on labs. Without this, you would not be able to redeem your complete credits. So once you have done with this, you could see that you have been provided with 309 credits to complete all the pathways. And yes, last time if you have participated in any of our campus, you could see that you were provided a 1 month subscription. But this time you would not be provided with a subscription. You would rather be provided with credits. Every single lab that you would perform would cost you some credits. It could be some 3 credits, 4 credits, 5 credits, depending on a particular lab. And with every credit that uh, spend on particular lab, your credits would start depleting. Okay, so by the end of the this campaign, you should be able to complete all your labs with your provided credits only. And let me be clear, you can easily do that even if you are by in any case, sometimes your lab is not happening, your internet is lagging or any of those cases, and you have to re-perform the lab. You could still do it like around 3 to 4 times a particular lab, and you would still be left with some credits at the end. And let me be clear, I would say try to save those credits till the very last, so you could use those extra credit that you're left with to perform some extra modules, right? Like we will be giving you some only 15 to 16 modules in this particular study jams campaign, but you could perform extra labs, extra modules in case you are left with some credits. So please save them. Once you're done with that, you will be shown 300 credits, as I told earlier. Up next, you had been shared a particular syllabus, that is the modules along with the labs that you are supposed to complete in this particular tenure. And that has been shared on your email itself. You could just open it and go through it, and you can start completing those modules one by one. Like as you feel comfortable, you could do it at your own pace, but we have some restrictions. What are they? That you could only and only do 10 labs per day. Please refrain from doing any more. Even if the platform allows you to do it, do not do that. Why am I saying so? Because it might affect your milestones, and there's very, very much possible that you would be blacklisted or your account would be banned, right? Because previously you have joined a campaign, you must be knowing it was a huge, huge hectic, because people were completing their labs on the very last day, and then the entire system was crashed. So yeah, do not do that this time. And at the end, just to give you an overview, you are supposed to complete 15 plus 1 batches. 15 are for the cloud computing modules that you have been shared, and one batch is for your GenAI arcade game, that is the level 3 game. Right? It's very easy, it's very enjoyable, and you are also share that in which particular week you have been allotted. And please, please, please do not do that before that. Only open that particular game in your allotted week only, right? Moving forward, how do you redeem your credits? So again, you have been shared the entire steps along with the video on your email itself, but again, I'll be sharing just to give you a brief idea. And after this, our project manager, that is Pushpanjali, would be walking you through the entire procedure as well. So keep your laptops ready so you could do it along with us and easily work on it, and you do not need to give an extra time. So first of all, open your incognito window. Up next, using the link that has been provided, you need to put your unique access code that has been again written in your email ID itself. Signing into your Google Cloud Skill Boost account, you could see 9 credits. And once you are right there, you could see a lab, that is a tour of Google Cloud hands-on labs. And once you are done with that particular lab, you would be shown 309 credits. That is what you'll be using throughout this entire tenure. And next, that's all you need to do it. So 309 credits. I hope that was very much clear. So hope that was helpful. So I try to keep it very short, simple, and very crisp. Hope that it was not very much overwhelming. So yeah, next I would like to request our project management co-lead Pushpanjali to please help you guys through walking through the entire steps and how could you redeem your credits. Please, Pushpanjali, if you're here. Hi, Pushpanjali.
Yeah, Ritesh, sure. Hello.
Huh, you're audible.
This is, am I audible?
Yeah, yeah, you are audible. You could get started.
Okay, okay. Hey guys, this is Pushpanjali, third year integrated data science student. Now I'll be presenting, one second, just give me a minute, Aditi.
Sure, sure. Okay, guys. So by the time Pushpanjali is setting up, you could keep your laptops ready, and I'll suggest you to follow along because sometimes it could get very overwhelming, especially if you're doing it for the very first time. So it's better if you do it along with us, so we could also help you through in case you're stuck anywhere, right? Also, just in case, we'll also be sharing the entire video on how could you redeem your credits. So just in case you are not able to follow along, do not panic. But again, I would suggest you to follow along.
Is the screen visible to everyone?
It is to me. Guys, can you show a
Yep,
thumbs up if the
yep,
screen?
yep, yep.
Alright.
Okay. Everyone, please open your mail, the mail ID which you have been told to create for the program, and do open the mail which has been given. Yeah. Like one request after every step, I give you time to do what I tell you. So just few of you, so that I can know you have completed the step. Just give me a reaction, a thumbs up, or anything. Okay. Now you have to open a incognito window on your browser. Same, just go here, incognito in a new window. Yeah. Go back, your email, copy the link, paste it here. I need to verify all the stays. Okay. Now go back to your email ID. Copy the code given here. The unique access code. It is unique for everyone. Don't share it with anyone. The others cannot use it. Go back. Paste it here. Have everyone done it? Anyone who has got a problem with this?
Asta, is it visible to you? Is the screen visible? Are you able to follow along? Hello, Asta, am I audible? You have put up. Okay, okay. Cool.
If
Pushpanjali?
I'm going fast or if I'm going slow, just please mention it in the chat. I can take my pace according to it. Yeah, Aditi?
Sure, sure, sure.
Okay.
Please continue.
Okay, now we have got a lab here. Some of you might have been already signed in. The link in the step 2, you have got a link showed here. This one. This is your link, and the bolded one is your unique code, access code. Now you have to sign in to your Google Skills Boost account. Yeah, if it's not already signed in, just sign it in. Everyone done till here? Yeah, okay. Now go to your profile. You should have gotten the 9 credits here. If it's not there, just refresh the page. If you have not received the 9 credits, you have to just log this out, log in again, do the steps which I have told you in the beginning or which is mentioned in your email ID. Just repeat it. I'll just get it done. If any queries till then, please free to ask.
Yugal, could you just open your mic and let us know what's the issue are you facing?
Actually, I'm means adding my that GenAI email, but it is showing that it is not means verified or account is not
Actually,
added.
there are two options, sign in with Google and sign in with an email ID. Are you using the sign in with Google option?
Yes, yes, signing in Google.
Acha, acha. So just wait a second for a few minutes. Let Pushpanjali complete this entire thing and we'll sort your issue at the end of the meet. Is that
Okay,
okay?
okay, okay, okay.
Okay, okay. Pushpanjali, you can continue.
I'm just redoing the procedure. Just a minute.
No worries. So I hope you were able to follow along. If you are till the procedure that we did, could you just show me a thumbs up so we know that you are following along? Okay, Shashwat is done. Ashraf, Vitesh, Jyoti, Nandini. Okay, okay, guys. Amazing.
While signing in, it is showing that sorry, but something went wrong.
Are you doing it in the incognito mode? Are you sure?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay. We'll sort it at the end if that's okay, so that
yes,
others do not
sure,
lose their
sure,
incognito.
sure.
All right, Nishtha. Thank you.
Why?
ऑब्स्टेकल सो समटाइम्स उसके वजह से आपका जो साइट है वो लोड नहीं हो पाती दैट्स व्हाई वी रियली स्ट्रेस ऑन द पार्ट दैट यू डू इट ओनली इन द इनकॉग्निटो पार्ट.
Actually, when I'm signing it with my account, na, when it
Mm-hmm.
is verifying, then after that it is showing that something went wrong.
Like signing in on the Google Cloud Skill Boost platform, if I'm right.
Ye- Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so it could be possible that you are facing some network issues, maybe, because that does happen. Happened with me last time, so I can say that. But
Okay, okay.
we'll definitely help you out at the end of the meeting, so do not worry about it. Right? Pushpanjali, can we proceed?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, okay.
Okay. Yeah, is the screen visible? Okay. Now you have received the 9 credits. You have received the 9 credits here. Now, let us check out the lab. The lab where you actually you're gonna get your credits, the 300 credits which needs to be redeemed. Open the lab. One thing, you cannot end this in the middle. If there's any network issue, please sort it out before this. And when you start the lab, you have to be there for minimum 6 to 10 minutes. Though you complete the lab before that, you need to be there for minimum 6 to 10 minutes. Only then you can proceed further. Okay, I'm going to start the lab. Open Google Console. You already have got the, just a second. You've already got the email ID there. If you don't have the email ID, it's like it'll just automatically come there. Then you copy the password, paste it. I agree. Continue. Okay, is everyone here? Everyone with me till now? Okay. Now in the lab, you've got few tasks to complete. You have to answer the questions. The what builds the temporary environment in the Google Cloud? Start lab button. When the timer reaches, you lose access to your room.
दीदी थोड़ा स्लो चलो थोड़ा स्लो
Okay, okay. Everyone with me so far? Okay. Now, task one, you have already completed it, accessing the Google Cloud.
दीदी
Yeah,
प्लीज शो द आंसर्स अगेन प्लीज
you have starting the lab, then everything else is true. Okay, the first task is done. You have accessed the Google Cloud. Everyone is done with it? Yeah. The second task, sign out your account, log in again from the beginning. Done with the task two.
No, Dee, can you please repeat?
Then I will go to the task three.
Hello.
Yes.
Dee, can you please show the answers of task 2 once again?
Come again, Kalika.
Can you please show the answers of task 2 once again?
Now it's your task four. Go to the dashboard, the Cloud dashboard, API and services. Yeah, everyone's following me so far. In the API library, you go back to your lab, copy this. Like you can type it there, but copying is better. Everyone here so far? Okay. This dialog flow API uh, will come there. I'll show you the answers to all the tasks. Enable this. It's enabled. Go back to your lab. Check your progress. You should have received 10 points for completing this lab. Sorry. And then this orange notification is visible here. If you have not received 100 on 100, just check your progress once. Yeah, sure. Whoever needs the task 3 answers, okay? Now task 4, you open your Google console, you've copied your password, okay? Now, just a second. You get this dashboard, yeah? API and services, enable, enable APIs and services, you get to the API library, okay? You paste the Dialogflow API, which is you can just type it or you can copy it from your lab, which is here. Then you see a dashboard. If your API is not enabled, you get a option here to enable it. If it is enabled, the API enable is shown here. Okay. Now we are done with your lab. After that, you check your progress. You answer the question. Then you check your progress once again here. If it's not checked already, then you're done with the lab. Anyone? Any questions? Guys, have you completed with me so far? Yeah, that's it. You just end the lab after this. I'm waiting for people to ask if you have any doubts or anything. Just you end the lab, type your comments if it's needed. Okay, now refresh it. You have earned the points for completing the lab, and you must have 309 credits here. If it's not credited, just wait for 20 to 30 minutes. It has to be credited after the lab. If not, please reach out to your leads or organizers. We will look into it. Aditi, you can take over.
Okay, guys, so were you able to follow along? If you're done with the entire procedure, could you please show me a thumbs up? In case any of you have any questions, you're stuck anywhere, could you type it in the comment box? And the people who we told like to wait at the last, could you just wait a couple of minutes more and we'll just get started with your work then. Okay, so I think a lot of you must have completed the entire procedure. Hello, Shubha. Any issues?
Yeah, Didi, can you please explain all those tasks again? Because I was facing issues, so that's I couldn't.
Okay, Shubha. Actually, the thing is, I think repeating the entire thing would not be very much possible right now, but we'll help you out. Don't worry. At the end, just wait for a couple of minutes. Secondly, we'll also be sharing a video with you people. So just in case if you were not able to follow along, please do not panic, right? So it will be very much clear with that particular video. Right. Secondly, I want to make a few things clear with you guys so that you are not mistaken anywhere. Number one, please use incognito mode only. Okay, just like how that guy said that his in incognito mode his account wasn't working, but rather it was working in regular window. So do it, but try to not to complete the labs that way because it is very much possible that you might face issues later on. Baki, of course, if it works for you, please go for it. Number two, when you are starting with your lab, please very mindful that you are supposed to spend a particular amount of time. जैसे कि in this particular lab, you were supposed to spend minimum of 6 minutes. So if you think you are not able to commit that particular amount of time in that one setting, please do not start that lab because every single lab would cost you some credits, and you have limited credits. And in under any condition, your credits would not be given back to you again. It's only 309 and it will not be restored under any condition. Number three, in case any of you feel that you have not received your 300 credits even after completing the labs, you can wait for 20 to 30 minutes as Pushpanjali guided you guys, because it is possible that because of huge amount of applications at once, sometimes it might take some time to fill out your credits and everything. So that's not an issue. You should be good within 30 minutes, and even if you're facing an issue after that, you could definitely reach out to me or anyone from our team members. You could see a group admins, so they are your project management lead and they would definitely help you out with the entire procedure. Number four, what we are talking about, some students stated that they are not able to see those 9 credits initially. So if you are right there, you are not able to see the 9 credits, please log out and log in again, and you should be able to see that again, right? Next point, what we have is, as we stated that you should have that 100 and 100 points, right? On every task you complete, you are awarded with some particular points, and at the end your score should be 100 on 100. If you are not there, please do not end your lab. Try to check your progress again and again, because if that score is not 100 and 100, your lab would not be considered as complete and you would not be given your badge, and that lab would not be considered.
Excuse me, Didi.
हाँ जी भैया बोलो.
ये Divyanshu is asking what are the next steps.
Okay, Divyanshu, so are you there? Have you completed the entire procedure and received 309 credits?
Yep, yep.
Okay, so the next thing that you need to do is the email that you have been shared. You could see a link to a syllabus for this entire GenAI study jams. Can you see that?
I
Pushpa,
yeah, I can see that. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
also, like your screen is shared right in front of us. So could you just open the syllabus?
My syllabus.
I'm talking to Pushpanjali. Just a second, Divyanshu. I'll help you out. Don't worry.
The syllabus for the program.
Yeah.
There's a link.
Mhm.
This link.
This is a syllabus. It consists of all the modules that you need to complete in this particular tenure. So you can directly go to that particular link. Like suppose first you need to complete the basics of Google Cloud Computing. Next you need to get started with the cloud storage, and these are all the modules that you need to complete. Once you click on that particular link, you will be redirected to the particular page where you could see the module as well as all the labs that it consists of, and you can start working on these labs. We have no issues with that. Yes, Tanu. Actually, 10 labs is the upper limit, right? You cannot do more than 10 labs, but of course, it's up to you if you do not want to do labs a particular day. Because on an average, I think there are around 65 labs. So even if you like sit continuously for 7 days, you could easily complete all the labs and all the modules, right? So that's all is the entire procedure. You can start working on the labs. About the labs, of course, you can read the all the steps and start working on them, right? It's a very good practice. You would be getting familiar with the entire cloud platform and everything's very easily. But if you are someone who is here only for the rewards, like many students are, so we will also be sharing you with you some shortcut videos using which you can easily complete these labs. So yeah, please keep an eye over our WhatsApp channel, right? So uh, Divyanshu, on an average, every module contains around 4 to 5 labs. So yeah, they are not very huge, very doable in a single day. Vitesh, at last we have to complete every course. Yes, Vitesh, you are supposed to complete all the 15 modules along with a GenAI arcade game, and without that, your course would not be complete, considered as complete. So yes, please be very mindful that before like what's today? It's 12th. So before 11th of November, you have to complete all the labs. And one more thing I would like to share regarding the rewards itself, that your rewards would depend upon your ranking. So the earlier you finish all the courses, the higher your rank would be, and the higher your rank would be, the better your rewards will be. So like if you have participated earlier in a campus, you know how the rewards entire thing is. Like usually the first top 30 or 20 rankers, they are given like more number of rewards compared to the subsequent rankers. So I would suggest you to complete it as soon as possible. Also, one more thing that I shared it earlier as well, but just once again I'm repeating that we have two tiers. The first tier is on 80 completions, second tier is on 60 completions. Right? So we need 60 to 80 completions in order to fall into the category of receiving any sort of rewards. So if you have any friends of you who are participating in this campaign, please motivate them to complete them, because in case we do not fall into any of the tests, I'm sorry, but you would not be receiving the rewards. But I'm very sure, we have a lot of students and we could easily get into the tier one, right? So yeah, that was all from my side. If you have any questions now, please go ahead. And yes, please ensure that you're signed in on your correct account only before you begin doing it. And you should be having those 309 credits. Without that thing, you would not be proceeding further. Am I clear, guys? Am I clear? You would not be proceeding without 309 credits on your registered email ID. That is your full name .gdgauh@gmail.com only. All right? Any questions, guys? I think you all are good. So thank you so much for joining us today. That was all for today. And for the guys who said that they are facing some problems, you can stay in the meet. Others, thank you for joining us. You can leave now. We will meet in our next meetings, and yeah, please keep an eye on our group. We'll sharing all the videos and all the resources that you might be needing throughout this entire tenure. Thank you so much.